What's going on YouTube? Huge rumors coming around. Manchester United obviously having a new manager, Amorim, recently started, looking to take over from Rude, who was the interim or is took over for Rude, who was the interim manager and now is the permanent manager, Amorim. So he will be starting after. Right now it's in an international break. As soon as international break is over, he will be starting taking over for the Manchester United, and he has already been talking about some possible solutions to the striker the strikers that we've had. Obviously, they haven't been really scoring goals in the past. A lot of our goals have been coming from wingers, and so it's good rumors to hear because they're both class players. So the first one here is Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen is obviously in Turkey, right? At Galatasaray, just wanted to get away from Napoli for a little bit, but I think he's still class. Obviously, we've been seeing a lot of highlights. I don't know if you guys keep up with soccer or not, but we've been seeing a lot of highlights of the goals he scores. Obviously, he's in Turkey, but he's still scoring like good goals, right? Good striker goals, and that's something that Manchester United need, right? We don't have we haven't been, like I said, we haven't been scoring a lot from our attacking from our forward players, right? Our strikers. They've been helping a lot with assists and like movements and stuff, but not really scoring goals. Besides Hoyland, who's been scoring a little bit, but he's been having some injuries or having some trouble with injuries. So I think a swap deal with Xerxes to Napoli plus money and then getting Osimhen, I think that'd be a wonderful transfer move from Manchester United. Osimhen in the past was going crazy at Napoli, but then had some issues with the manager and then the owner of Napoli. So I mean I don't know, that stuff happens in football. We've seen it a lot of times. I think Victor Osimhen is not the type of person to like hold grudges, right? But obviously, if the manager doesn't like you, if the owner doesn't like you, you got to try to get out of there. And obviously, he did that with a loan to Galatasaray. But I think this would be good. Xerxes is good, but I'm not sure if he's Manchester United good, right? Um, you need to perform right away to be good at Manchester United, and especially right now where they're struggling a lot. Like you have to come into the squad and perform, otherwise, right? They're gonna boot you, and I think that's something that should have happened with Anthony as well. With um, who are some of the other signings? Anthony, Mount, right? Who's having a lot of trouble with injuries. Casemiro has been iffy, right? He was really good at first, which is why I feel like a lot of people now kind of want to keep him because he was really good at first. But I think he's starting to get to that age where we need to maybe look at something else. Same with Ericsson, right? I think we need to start looking for something else, someone younger, someone that is going to be better long term. And Xerxes young, right? But Osimhen's at that level, at that age and level where he's not super old, and he's already top, right? He still has a little bit more potential that he can reach, obviously with the Champions League and like playing European football, right? I think that's where he gets to that world class level. So that's why I think that would be a good fit for Manchester United. I would like to see it. I think, like I said, I think Victor Osimhen's class. So and this is coming from a good source, right? This is Napoli's main source, media source, right, for the Napoli city. So I, I I think it's pretty trustworthy. The next one that we're going to talk about is obviously Victor Gyökeres. I think Victor Gyökeres has been absolutely phenomenal for Manchester or for Sporting in Portugal. Obviously, he's been going crazy. Everyone has been talking about him. Manchester United have been looking at him. Obviously, Man City, Real Madrid. There's been all the top clubs just looking to talk to his manager, talk to him, see what his interests are. And he's even already been asked multiple questions multiple times in the media, being asked, what does he think about Manchester United? What does he think about his manager leaving? Like, is he gonna join them? And he's already kind of stated that he isn't opposed to it, right? Obviously, when you're at Sporting and looking to go to Manchester United, right, you can't say that you know, right? You can't say no. Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. I don't think they're the biggest right now, but they are definitely up there, top five, top three, maybe, arguably top three, but not in terms of like how good they are, but in terms of how many fans they have, how much money they make, like I think they're one of the top classes, one of the top clubs in the world, right? In terms of how good they are, they're probably top 50. I don't, I don't know. They're not that they're struggling, right? And that's why they need to make transfer changes. And so this is coming from another really well known a source. So these are two, like I said, two players that I think could absolutely be outstanding at Manchester United. Gyökeres, previously being at Sporting, right? Obviously, Amorim was the manager there, came to United, so he's looking to take some players with him. He said that he would look towards maybe in the summer, right? Not in the winter, because then the Sporting fans would kind of hate him. But he's moved on from Sporting. You need to like you need to be like, hey, I need my players now, right? If you guys want to be good now. And so regardless if they hate you or not, I mean, obviously he's Portuguese, he has a lot of love for the club, but like he was all over he was all over Portugal, right? He just started managing in Sporting, and like I don't know. I think I mean I get it, right? Because they like he built the club up from where they were to what they are now, but like still you're at Manchester United, you need to like not forget about the past, but kind of move on from it. And so I think him saying that is just kind of I don't know. It's not bad. I kind of agree with it, right? He shouldn't try to change the club a lot in the winter, right? Obviously, with him leaving so suddenly, right? Buying Manchester United buying him out of his contract, right? Just leaving immediately, right? Not waiting for the summer, not waiting for the winter, right? So they just kind of struggled, and they're just kind of like trying to pick up the pieces. They're still doing all right. They've only had two games, and they did all right both games. I think they tied and won, if I'm remembering right. I can look in a second, but let's take a look at the Manchester United squad. So obviously we have Wheatley, who's a youngster, right? We have Hoyland, Xerxes, all under 23, I believe. Xerxes might be 24. No, all under 23. Those are just our forward positions. Um, I think they have a lot of potential, right? Like I said, Xerxes, I think he's more of a like I don't know. I don't know how to describe him. He's having a lot of trouble finishing goals, right? And that's where Garnacho, Diallo, right, Rashford a little bit. Ericsson has been scoring a lot for us lately. Anthony, Mount, yeah, injured all the time. Yeah, I think we definitely need to boost this attacking front three. I think we need to start getting. Obviously, we're gonna go. I think we're gonna change to a 3-4-3 is what Amorim was playing at Sporting, and there was he had his first training at Manchester United the other day, and he was playing in a 4-3-3, having the players play in a 4-3-3. So I don't know. I think it'd be good for us. I think we have the potential for it. um, I don't know if we have the correct players right now for it, and I think that's why we need to make the change as soon as possible, right? Um, because if we have like if we have Rashford starting, Diallo, Garnacho, who would be our other winger? Anthony, then or Mount. Then in the middle we have Ugarte, Mainu, right? Probably starting. Wait, no, Bruno. Bruno would have to start on the right, and then Ugarte Menu in the middle, and then or Casemiro Menu, right? I would rather have Ugarte Menu look to sell Casemiro, look to sell Ericsson, look to sell Anthony, and look to sell Xerxes and get new players. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of room to grow here for Manchester United, and I think bringing in these two players, either Osimhen or Gyökeres, I think those are huge for our club, right? They're two players that know how to score goals, and I think I would like to see it, right? Let me know in the comments who you would prefer to see at Manchester United. Like I said, I don't really care which one is there, as long as they're scoring goals and performing, right? That's all that matters to me. I would like to not